Please welcome Australian Country Manager Alexi Seller.
2 years ago, I was walking down a busy street in Bangalore, and as I turned a corner and stepped off, suddenly I saw it. A sprawling city slum, dotted with households made of bamboo frames and blue plastic tarpaulin sheets. And as I walked in, a woman came up to greet me, and her name was Lakshmi. Lakshmi grew up in rural India, but at the age of 12, her family was very poor, and they married her to a man in that village. So at 12, she set off with her husband to Bangalore in search of a brighter future. When I met Lakshmi, she was 26 years old, the same age that I was at the time. And it was no longer just her and her husband, but also their 4 small children, living in a tent no bigger than the size of your dining room table, and with nothing but the flame of a kerosene lamp to light up their home. And that kerosene is so interesting because she is so desperate for light that she will spend lots of money on it every week. And it harms her and her children's health because inhaling fumes in homes across India already kills another child every 5 minutes. It's harmful for the environment, but more importantly for Lakshmi, and what I realised as I sat there with her and the sun began to set behind us, was that she's living a life in the darkness. And in that darkness, you can't cook or clean, so you give up your daytime working hours just to look after your family. And in the darkness, your children will never make it through school because they can't study and they fall behind. And in that darkness, you may never see the faces of your own family as you return home from work every evening. Do you know how many people are living a life in the darkness every day in India? 400 million. That's 20 times the population of Australia. And they're not just in rural villages, they are flocking to major cities, places like Kolkata, all in search of a brighter future. And that's why we chose to set up Pollinate Energy, to bring these families clean energy products and bright lights and fuel-efficient cook stoves so that they could make their lives better. But we knew we couldn't do this on our own because 400 million is a really big number. So we decided to harness the entrepreneurial talent that already exists in all of these cities I'm sure a lot of you have heard about. And we employ local women to start their own business selling solar lights like this one to the families living in slums. And we call these people our pollinators. And our pollinators are out there every day with a backpack of solar lights talking to families and helping them buy this product on a deferred payment plan. And they are so important because they're overcoming the 2 main reasons why Lakshmi didn't already have a light in her home. The first was knowledge. She didn't know it existed, and now there's a pollinator on her doorstep telling her. But the second was finance, because she was wasting $3 every week just to buy enough kerosene to light up a candle flame. She couldn't save $40 for a light, but she could pay for that light over time. And then in a few months, she's broken even on her investment, and then she starts to save $100 every year, which is 5% of her income. Not only that, she's given her children a cleaner, healthier home. They're not at risk of dying young anymore. Her and her daughters are safe as they can use this light to walk through the communities at the night time. She is working harder during the day and earning more money, and her children are studying at school. And she knows that when she made the choice to buy this light, she finally gave her family that chance for a brighter future. And it's for all these reasons that we now know worldwide that helping someone like Lakshmi access clean energy is the last step that she needs a hand in before she can lift her family out of poverty. That's why we're in the International Year of Light. It's why we're in the decade of sustainable energy for all. And it's why we were recognised by the United Nations for our success combating climate change and energy poverty with our model. And through this model, our network of pollinators that we've got on the ground all over Bangalore and Hyderabad, we've already reached 40,000 individuals who now have a solar light in their home. But tonight, you're here to help us get to the next step, because we want to take this model to Kolkata, one of India's biggest cities with the largest migrant populations into urban slums, and one of the most dangerous places in the world for women and girls. But we have a team on the ground right now who are ready to get started. With $10,000, they'll set up the local office, recruit their first pollinators, buy their first round of stock, and they'll reach 100 communities. They need $50,000 to reach all 500 communities in Kolkata, so tonight you could get us halfway there by raising $25,000 for Kolkata. As a team of young women who started this organisation, it's an honour to look out and see so many more women willing to step up and take a pledge tonight. But I can't help but think that there's another group of women who couldn't be here this evening because they're living in the urban slums of Kolkata, and they want nothing more than to give their family a chance at a brighter future. And you can give them that tonight. Thank you.